What if we tell you that the most shocking moments in history are hidden in photos you've never seen? Get ready to see history like never before. These photos tell stories you won't find anywhere else. In this video, we will show you historical photos with odd stories behind them. In 1896, the first X-ray was discovered by Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen, revolutionizing medical imaging. This breakthrough allowed doctors to see inside the human body without surgery. The discovery marked the beginning of a new era in healthcare and diagnostics. In 1962, a test pilot ejected himself from a prototype aircraft, showcasing the dangers and advancements in aviation technology. This daring act helped improve safety measures for pilots in experimental aircraft. It marked a significant moment in the development of flight safety protocols. In 1956, animals were first used in therapy, marking a pioneering moment in the field of mental health. The use of animals, like dogs, in therapeutic settings helped patients improve emotionally and psychologically. This approach became a vital part of modern therapeutic practices. In 1919, a welder was seen using prosthetics, showcasing early advancements in artificial limbs. This moment highlighted the intersection of technology and rehabilitation, paving the way for future innovations in prosthetic design. It marked a significant step toward improving mobility for those with disabilities. In 1928, Sir Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin, revolutionizing medicine. This groundbreaking discovery led to the development of antibiotics, saving countless lives by effectively treating bacterial infections. It marked a turning point in medical history, paving the way for modern treatments. In 1948, a young boy was captured watching television for the first time, symbolizing a new era in entertainment. This moment marked the beginning of television's widespread impact on culture and daily life. It was a pivotal step in the development of mass media. In 1964, astronauts Neil Armstrong and David Scott were photographed in their Gemini 8 capsule preparing for a crucial space mission. This mission marked a significant milestone in NASA's space exploration efforts, paving the way for future lunar missions. It was an important step in the race to the moon. In 1910, an early diving suit was used, representing the beginning of underwater exploration. This invention allowed divers to explore the ocean depths, laying the foundation for modern scuba diving technology. It was a significant advancement in marine exploration and safety. In 1932, Charles Ebbets captured the iconic lunch atop a skyscraper photograph, showing workers casually eating lunch while perched high above New York City. This image symbolized the bravery and hard work of the men who helped build the city's skyline during the Great Depression. It remains one of the most recognizable photos of industrial America. In 1917, mortar rounds lit up the sky during World War I, creating dramatic and deadly explosions. This moment captured the intensity of trench warfare and the harsh realities faced by soldiers on the front lines. The image reflects the destructive power of artillery in the conflict. In 1994, Bill Gates predicted the rise of CD-ROMs as a key technology for the future, highlighting their potential for storage and media. His foresight was a glimpse into the digital revolution that would soon transform how we store and access information. This moment now serves as a nostalgic reminder of early tech advancements. On April 24, 1993, an IRA bombing left Wormwood Street in London in ruins, causing widespread devastation. The attack was part of a series of violent acts during the conflict, leaving a lasting impact on the city. This event underscored the tensions and struggles of the period in British history. Colonel Anthony Biddle's unconventional training methods became famous for their tough and unique approach. Biddle, a U.S. Marine Corps officer, pushed recruits with intense physical challenges, aiming to build strength and resilience. His methods became legendary for their effectiveness in preparing soldiers for combat. Hanging by an eyelash captures a daring moment where a person defies gravity and risk, often in a life-threatening situation. This phrase evokes the extreme tension and uncertainty of being on the brink of danger. It symbolizes courage, desperation, or pure survival instinct. Did someone say a customized bed? At 19 years old, Robert Wadlow stood at an incredible 8 feet and 7 inches, making him the tallest person in recorded history. This photo from 1937, taken in Omaha, Nebraska, shows him towering over a friend. Remarkably, Wadlow grew an additional 4 inches before his death in 1940. A snapshot in time captures a mime performing in Central Park, unknowingly featuring a young and undiscovered Robin Williams. This moment, taken in the early 1970s, showcases Williams before he became a global comedy and acting legend. It's a fascinating glimpse of his humble beginnings. The Motorola Dynatac 8000X, the first cell phone, was bulky and cumbersome compared to today's devices. Invented by Martin Cooper, it made history on April 3, 1973, when he made the first ever call in New York City. This heavy contraption marked the beginning of mobile communication. Barry Marshall, a doctor, ingested the bacterium Helicobacter pylori in the 1980s to prove it caused stomach ulcers. His bold experiment led to the discovery that ulcers were not just caused by stress, but by bacterial infection. This groundbreaking work earned him the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine. In 1954, Anne Hodges became the only person known to survive a meteor strike when a meteorite crashed through her roof and hit her while she was napping. The celestial collision left her with a bruise, but she made history as the first and only person to be injured by a meteor. This rare event captured global attention. In the 19th century, phrenology was a widely accepted belief that a person's personality and mental traits could be determined by the shape and size of their skull. Developed by Franz Joseph Gall, it proposed that different areas of the brain controlled specific faculties. Although now discredited, phrenology was an influential part of early psychological and medical thought. In 1963, a navigation hotline was introduced to assist pilots with real-time information during flights. This service was a crucial advancement in aviation safety, providing instant communication and support. It marked a significant step forward in improving air travel efficiency and safety. Before 1935, acoustic location was used as the original form of radar. This technology relied on sound waves to detect objects, particularly submarines. It laid the groundwork for modern radar systems, which later relied on radio waves for more precise detection. In 1781, astronomer William Herschel made a groundbreaking discovery by spotting Uranus, the first planet to be discovered with a telescope. This expanded our understanding of the solar system. Herschel's find marked a significant moment in astronomical history. In 1980, the first Space Invaders Championship was held, marking the rise of competitive video gaming. The event celebrated the popularity of the iconic arcade game, which had taken the world by storm. It was a key moment in the early history of esports. In 1969, after their historic moon landing, the Apollo 11 astronauts visited Mexico as part of their worldwide tour. The astronauts, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins, were celebrated for their incredible achievement. Their visit symbolized global admiration for space exploration. Alexander Graham Bell is not the inventor's real name. He was actually born as Alexander Melville Bell. He adopted the name Graham later in life. Bell is famous for inventing the telephone, which changed communication forever. In 1950, many children were photographed in iron lungs, which were used to help them breathe after polio left them paralyzed. The iron lung was a crucial medical device during the polio outbreaks. These images highlight the severity of the disease and the resilience of its young victims. In 1967, Canada's official landing welcome site, Expo 67, was held in Montreal to celebrate Canada's centennial. The event showcased Canadian culture and innovation, attracting millions of visitors from around the world. It remains one of the most iconic events in Canada's history. In 1939, a lie detector for kissing was invented as a playful way to test the sincerity of a kiss. The device claimed to measure the emotional response during a kiss, offering a mix of fun and science. It was a quirky take on early lie detection technology. In 1970, a leak from an atomic test caused concerns about the environmental impact of nuclear testing. The leak highlighted the risks associated with atomic experiments and prompted calls for greater safety measures. This event played a role in the growing anti-nuclear movement of the time. In 1975, Thomas Harvey, the pathologist who conducted Einstein's autopsy, revealed that he had kept the famous scientist's brain. Harvey preserved it in jars for research, sparking debates over ethics and the pursuit of knowledge. The discovery became a controversial part of scientific history. In 1862, electric shocks were administered in an experiment to study their effects on the human body. Early electric shock experiments were conducted to explore potential medical uses. This marked a significant, albeit controversial, step in the history of electricity and medicine. Marie and Pierre Curie, pioneers in the study of radioactivity, suffered severe health consequences from their research. Both were exposed to harmful radiation long before the dangers were understood, leading to Pierre's untimely death in 1906. Marie Curie's health also deteriorated, yet her groundbreaking work earned her 2 Nobel Prizes. A Marine helicopter attempts to rescue astronaut Gus Grissom and his Liberty Bell 7 capsule after it unexpectedly sank in the ocean following his historic spaceflight. Despite the quick response, the capsule's hatch malfunctioned, leading to its sinking. This event became a key moment in spaceflight history, highlighting the challenges of early space missions. Albert Hofmann invented LSD in the year 1938 while working on medicinal compounds. In April of 1939, he took a dose and experienced a profound trip, marking the first acid trip. His discovery would later have a major impact on both science and counterculture. The first known selfie was taken by Robert Cornelius in the year 1839. Using a daguerreotype camera, he captured his own image in front of his store in Philadelphia. This early photographic self-portrait is considered a pioneering moment in the history of photography. In the year 1860, satire on the popular crinoline undergarments became a humorous commentary on fashion. These large, stiff petticoats were all the rage, but caricatures and illustrations exaggerated their size, poking fun at how impractical they were. The satirical images reflected both the absurdity and the societal obsession with fashion at the time. In around 1872, Mary Todd Lincoln posed for a photograph with what was believed to be the spirit of her late husband, Abraham Lincoln. The photograph was part of the spiritualist movement, which was popular at the time, where people sought to communicate with the deceased. This eerie image sparked much debate about the intersection of grief, photography, and the supernatural. In the winter of 1881, southern Minnesota was hit by a massive snow blockade that trapped trains for days. The snowstorm caused chaos, halting travel and blocking the railroad tracks. Elmer and Tenney, 2 workers, are remembered for their efforts to clear the snow and restore communication during the extreme weather. In the Johnstown, Pennsylvania flood of 1889, a massive tree pierced the upturned Schultz house, symbolizing the devastation caused by the disaster. The flood, triggered by a dam failure, claimed over 2,000 lives and destroyed entire neighborhoods. This powerful image captured the shocking aftermath of one of the deadliest floods in U.S. history. In 1895, Oni the mail dog proudly displayed his collection of medals earned during his travels with the railway mail service. Known for accompanying mail trains across the United States, Oni became a beloved mascot among postal workers. His numerous honors reflected the respect and affection he garnered for his unusual and dedicated service. In the year 1901, John Hallowell created a unique photographic collage known as Victorian Photoshop by combining his own face with 15 others. This early form of photo manipulation was a precursor to modern digital editing. Hallowell's work reflects the creativity and fascination with new photographic techniques during the Victorian era. In 1902, Annie Edson Taylor became the first person to go over Niagara Falls in a barrel, earning the title Queen of the Mist. At the age of 63, she undertook the dangerous stunt to gain fame and financial stability. Her daring act was a remarkable feat of bravery and remains a part of Niagara Falls' rich history. In 1909, a photograph of child laborers at Bib Mill No. 1 in Macon, Georgia, exposed the harsh realities of industrial work. Young children, some as young as 10, were forced to work long hours in dangerous conditions to support their families. This powerful image helped spark reforms and raised awareness about the need for child labor laws in the United States. Around 1910, Fierce Roosevelt, a presidential rooster, became a beloved symbol of the White House. Named after President Theodore Roosevelt, the rooster was known for its bold and feisty nature. It was a quirky addition to the Roosevelt family's collection of animals, capturing the public's imagination during his time in office. In 1914, Henry Whittier Fries created some of the earliest known cat memes by capturing humorous images of cats with captions. These playful and witty photos, shared in newspapers, predate the internet age, but offer a glimpse into the timeless appeal of cats and humor. Fries' work is considered a precursor to the viral cat content we enjoy today. In 1915, Ernest Shackleton's ship, the Endurance, became trapped in the Antarctic ice during his ill-fated expedition. The ship remained locked in the ice for months, eventually sinking, but its haunting image was captured in photographs, symbolizing the resilience and hardships faced by Shackleton and his crew. The Endurance remains a powerful symbol of adventure and survival in extreme conditions. In 1919, the efforts to protect war dogs during World War I led to a growing awareness of their vital role in the military. These dogs, used for messaging, scouting, and carrying supplies, often faced harsh conditions. After the war, campaigns arose to honor and protect these heroic animals, highlighting their bravery and service during the conflict. In 1921, fearless Freddie Lund became famous for his daring stunt in which he defied death by hanging from a moving airplane. Suspended by just one hand, he performed this breathtaking act to the amazement of crowds. Lund's courage and skill made him a celebrated figure in early aviation stunts. In 1931, architects let loose at the Architects' Ball, where the event became a lively celebration of creativity and fun. Attendees, known for their professional precision, embraced the opportunity to dress wildly and show off their playful sides. The ball became a memorable moment in the world of architecture, blending work with celebration. In 1931, the phrenology psychograph, a controversial medical device, was introduced as a tool for analyzing personality traits based on skull shape. Despite its popularity in the early 20th century, it was later discredited as pseudoscience. The psychograph's design reflected the era's fascination with linking physical features to mental capabilities. In 1931, Walt Disney was seen playfully telling a cat to mind its manners during a filming session. This lighthearted moment occurred while Disney worked on early animations, showcasing his love for creating whimsical and fun scenes. It reflected the charm and humor that would come to define Disney's future creations. In 1934, Hachiko, a dog known for his unwavering loyalty, was memorialized in Japan. Hachiko faithfully waited for his owner at the Shibuya train station every day, even after his owner's death in 1925. His story of loyalty touched hearts worldwide, and a statue was later erected in his honor. In 1935, the Black Sunday dust storm hit Stratford, Texas, one of the most devastating events of the Dust Bowl. The storm, a massive cloud of dust, swept across the plains, reducing visibility to almost nothing. It was a stark reminder of the severe environmental challenges faced by farmers during that time. In 1938, a man recreated the dandy horse trend, an early form of the bicycle invented in the early 19th century. The dandy horse was a two-wheeled vehicle, but unlike modern bikes, it lacked pedals and was powered by the rider's feet pushing off the ground. This recreated version reflected the nostalgia for earlier modes of transport. During World War II, around 1942 to 1944, a Mickey Mouse gas mask was designed to help calm frightened children. With the fear of chemical attacks, the mask featured the beloved cartoon character, making it less intimidating. It was an attempt to comfort children during a time of global anxiety and uncertainty. In 1954, Ernest Hemingway was photographed with his beloved cat, showcasing his affection for the many felines he had at his home. Known for his love of animals, particularly polydactyl cats, Hemingway's bond with his pets became iconic. His cat companions were a cherished part of his personal life in Key West. In 1964, Barbie met her stylist, Charlotte Johnson, who helped create the iconic look for the beloved doll. Johnson was a key figure in shaping Barbie's evolving fashion and appearance. This collaboration marked an important moment in the doll's development as a fashion icon. In 1973, the Amityville house was captured in a peaceful state before it became infamous for the alleged paranormal events. Located in Long Island, New York, the house gained worldwide attention after the Lutz family moved in and reported terrifying experiences. This photo serves as a stark contrast to the horror that would later be associated with the home. Might Og, a quirky roadside attraction near Harvey, North Dakota, is known for its giant sculpture of a Viking. This unique landmark was created to attract travelers and add a touch of fun to the rural landscape. It stands as a tribute to the area's Scandinavian heritage and continues to draw visitors to this day. In the year 2009, astronaut Leland Melvin posed for his NASA portrait with his loyal rescue dogs, Jake and Scout. This touching image highlighted not just his commitment to space exploration, but also his deep bond with animals. The photo became a symbol of Melvin's life and the connection he shared with his faithful companions. NASA's Shuttle Carrier Aircraft, SCA, transported the Space Shuttle Atlantis after the successful completion of the STS-125 mission. This mission was the final servicing mission to the Hubble Space Telescope. The image symbolizes the strength and dedication of both the shuttle and its crew, marking another milestone in space exploration. A replica of Sputnik, the first artificial satellite launched by the Soviet Union in 1957, symbolizes the dawn of the space age. This momentous event marked the beginning of the space race between the United States and the Soviet Union. The Sputnik launch changed the course of history and inspired significant advancements in space exploration. Circus Bikini showcased daring performers who captivated audiences with their death-defying stunts. The troupe's acrobats, aerialists, and animal acts pushed the limits of human skill and bravery. Their performances became legendary, drawing crowds eager to witness the thrill and danger of the circus world. Chuck Yeager broke the sound barrier in the X-1 aircraft in 1947, marking a historic milestone in aviation. The aircraft, designed to withstand extreme speeds, soared to over Mach 1, the speed of sound. Yeager's achievement cemented his legacy as one of the greatest test pilots in history. Chuck Yeager inside the X-1 aircraft, moments before his historic flight in 1947. As the first person to break the sound barrier, Yeager's bravery and skill in the high-tech cockpit changed the future of aviation. The flight marked a monumental leap forward in aerospace technology and human achievement. A creative spam display from 2006 captured through a freeze light technique. The display showcases the iconic canned meat product, turning it into a piece of modern art. This innovative representation captures the popularity and cultural significance of spam during this era. The Mercury capsule design, Kihyun, developed by NASA around 1964, was a pivotal achievement in space exploration. It marked the first American spacecraft to carry humans into space, launching the U.S. space program into a new era. This design laid the foundation for future space missions and technological advancements. NASA's computer cores, seen at work in the early days of space exploration, played a crucial role in processing the vast amounts of data required for missions. Their efforts in the 1960s helped ensure the success of the Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo programs. These engineers were integral in shaping the future of space technology. This iconic photo from the 1950s shows the NASA computer course and pressure tunnel employees, with Mary Jackson, one of the first African-American female engineers at NASA, standing on the far right in the front row. Jackson's groundbreaking contributions in aerodynamics helped pave the way for future generations of women and people of color in STEM. Ham, a chimpanzee, was prepared for his historic flight as part of NASA's early space program in the early 60s. His mission played a crucial role in testing the effects of space travel on living beings, contributing significantly to the future of human space exploration. Yuri Gagarin, the first human to journey into space, made history in the early 60s with his groundbreaking flight aboard Vostok 1. His successful mission marked a major milestone in the space race, cementing his place as an iconic figure in space exploration. Gus Grissom is seen here preparing for his historic flight aboard the Liberty Bell 7 in the early stages of the USS space program. As one of the first astronauts, Grissom's flight was a significant step forward, despite the capsule's subsequent malfunction. His courage and dedication paved the way for future space exploration. Mathematician Katherine Johnson is pictured at the Langley Research Center in the early 60s, where her groundbreaking calculations were crucial to the success of NASA's space missions. Her work, particularly in trajectory analysis, helped ensure the safety and success of missions like John Glenn's orbital flight. Johnson's contributions were vital to the U.S. space program, breaking barriers for women and African Americans in science and technology. In the mid-60s, President Lyndon B. Johnson honored astronaut John Glenn for his historic spaceflight. John and his wife, Annie Glenn, were celebrated for their roles in the space program, symbolizing strength and resilience. Their public appearances were significant milestones in the ongoing space race. In the mid-90s, the surviving members of the Mercury 13, the First Lady Astronaut Trainee Corps, reunited. These pioneering women had undergone rigorous astronaut training in the early 60s, despite being excluded from the official astronaut program. Their story became a symbol of women's potential in space exploration.